Morning, YouTube. This is Aculus here. Today I thought I would talk about uptight Christians pushing religion and their viewpoints on other people and their morals, I guess. I was talking to one of my old high school friends last night, and we were just talking about he was on spring break somewhere, I forget. But he was tired of people, mainly Christians, pushing their religion on him and their morals and their beliefs. I mean, not on just him, but people around him. And I was raised personally in a Christian household. My mother was extremely, I'd call her a Christian Nazi sometimes as a joke, but very strict Christian. You know, she'd always point me out for lying, point out when I lied, and drew all this stuff in my face, and, you know, Jesus this, and she would pray with me every night, and just pretty intense. I actually brought some props. I actually have, okay, hold on, let's see if I can, I actually have 6 Bibles right here, and I'm not sure what, you know, one translation's gonna do for me that the other's not going to do. But, check out my legs. Anyway, I just wanted to say, you know, it doesn't have to be just religion, but your people's opinions should not be forced on you and just bashed into you. I know a lot of Christians are very judgmental. You know, they'll see a prostitute or working women on the street and they'll just say, oh, you know, and they'll say some really rude comment. When I've actually had friends who have had no other choice but to, well, they probably had other choices, but, you know, strippers make a lot of money. But there's actually a church friend, too. But I know a lot of the Bible, just because I was raised Christian, went to church and everything. And, you know, Christians believe Jesus is the Messiah and the whole God thing. And I just want to take a look at God and Jesus and how they should, how Christians and other religious affiliates should act towards other people who may not be Christians, who might be Christians, who are atheist, agnostic. I respect all religions. It's your belief. I'm not gonna mess with it. So God is supposedly the all-powerful, all-seeing, omnipresent, omnipotent. You know, he can do anything. Creator of the universe, according to the Bible, and God is, according to the book of the Bible, I feel like I'm preaching here, it's Sunday, but God is loving and caring, and, you know, Adam and Eve, he saw Adam needed a partner, bam, there's Eve, you go have fun, you two. But God is also jealous, possessive, he, you know, he's a very vengeful God. For example, Sodom and Gomorrah, not sure if, but Sodom and Gomorrah there's cities full of sinners, there's a city full of sinners, and God told one person, look, I'm going to kill all these people, and so this guy leaves with his family, and that's the whole pillar of salt thing. God said, if you look back, you'll be turned into a pillar of salt. Wife turns around, pillar of salt. But a big example, everyone knows, Noah and the ark, the flood. You know, God says the whole world is just sinners, and he casts this giant flood for 40 days, when instead he could have just, you know, snapped his fingers, summoned a plague, or just dropped dead, you know? All the sinners dead. So God is very destructive of his own creation. He's very vengeful. He doesn't want you to worship other idols. He's very jealous. So that's God for you, in my eyes, and what I've read in the Bible. Now Jesus is the Messiah, supposedly Son of God, and Jesus got pretty angry sometimes too. The whole thing where people were set up a market and were selling things in a church or in a temple or synagogue, and he just flips out and throws all these tables everywhere, and he's like, "This is God's house, you know, it shall not be like a marketplace." For the most part, Jesus was loving and caring, and in the New Testament, he even had meals with tax collectors, most back in the biblical days, were corrupt and tried to rip people off, get their money, try to scam people. So they were like considered the worst of the worst. Jesus would welcome these people, and he would talk to prostitutes, have meals with prostitutes and tax collectors, and Jesus would not condemn them. And that's the thing about Jesus. He was warm and welcoming to sinners and just to any people out there. Some of the worst people in the Bible, Saul, is a great example. He led crusades to kill Christians. He personally went out of his way to go out and kill Christians. And one day, blinding light, and he's blind for a couple days. Then, like it says, the scales fell from his eyes, and then he was like, "All right, no more Christian killing." But just looking at Jesus and God, Jesus is this warm, welcoming, open, hangs out with whores, tax collectors, and all I have to say is, for all those uptight Christians, look at your Messiah, who you call your Messiah. Look at your God, and Jesus had no judge. He did not judge. God judges very harshly, supposedly, and that's all I want to. I think that's really all I got to say. And it doesn't apply just to uptight Christians. Everybody should just be non-judgmental, very open and accepting. That's the way I am. For some reason, people tell me a lot of their deepest secrets, and it's pretty cool. I mean, some people are into weird things, and I'm not into that, but just say it. I'm a big fan for saying just whatever's on your chest, and this video's running kind of long. But if y'all probably noticed, got this star, David. Okay. No more talking. This is like 7 minutes long. But, everybody have a good day. Thank you for watching my videos, my loving, caring fans. Post some adorable little comments below if you feel so inclined. Message me wherever the message button is. And that's all I got. Thank you. Mwah. Stop.